Hey guys, welcome to my Learn Python tutorial series. In this series, I'm going to be teaching you everything you might need to know about the Python programming language. So first of all, let's start with what is programming. Programming or coding is the ability to write computer programs. These programs, which contain instructions, can be read by the computer and can be executed. What is an interpreter or compiler? We humans have languages such as English and Spanish, but a computer cannot understand these types of languages. It understands languages like binary, which is just a bunch of ones and zeros. But we cannot understand binary, therefore a medium which we both can understand is needed. This is a computer language. A computer doesn't actually understand a computer or programming language. They are interpreters or compilers which either interpret one line of code, line by line, called an interpreter, and converts it to binary, or compile the whole program in one go, compilers, and converts the entire file into binary for the computer to understand. So, how does an interpreter work? So let's say that these 5 lines are actually lines of code. So what the interpreter will do, it will take this word and convert it into binary, and all of these words convert into binary, and then it will give it to the computer, which will understand it, execute it, and then tell the interpreter to go to the next line. And therefore that's how it will continue. But a compiler, what it will do is it will take these 5 lines of code and convert the whole thing to binary and then give it to the computer, which will then follow all the instructions in one go, instead of waiting for the interpreter to convert each line of code. So this is why interpreters are slower than compilers. So compilers are faster than interpreters because they convert the whole file into binary, whereas interpreters take time converting and waiting for the computer to execute that instruction. Nevertheless, these programs are still faster than what humans can achieve. So let's say we made a program where a computer had to count from 1 to 10. So a Python program could do that in say 0.04, 0.06 seconds. Maybe on different computers it could be faster, but a human couldn't do that in less than 1 second. So Python is an example of an interpreted language, which means it is slow, but it is very important to learn. So what is Python? Python is a high-level language which was made in 1991. So what is a high-level language? It is closer to a human language than a machine, so when you read that code, it will seem like it's just English. And it is independent of computer types, meaning the same interpreter can work on all devices. So earlier there was this programming language called assembly. So there used to be different assembly they were called assemblers instead of interpreters or compilers, and there were different assemblers for each type of computer, but nowadays we don't have those. So if a programmer makes one interpreter or compiler, we can run it on any device. It is easy and versatile, so even if you learn it as your first language, it will be very easy to learn, and you can use it for many different things. So why should we learn Python? It is one of the top programming language in the world. It is easier to learn as a first programming language rather than C or C++. So if you took a Python student, a C student, and noted down their time taken to learn, the C student would take more time to learn, and the Python student can spend less time worrying about the syntax, like why is my code not working, oh I just didn't know the syntax, and more time actually focusing on the algorithm or the intent of the program. Python is used in machine learning, data science, web development, game development, and much more. So if you want to, say, make a machine learning program that can play tic-tac-toe, you can start with something as simple as the machine knowing that it can only click on the squares and put its mark there, to maybe drawing or beating a human player. It won't even know that having 3 in a row, horizontally or vertically or diagonally, is a win. It would figure that out by itself. It's used in data science, so if you want to learn about how to manage data, putting data in different forms like tables and other types of data like images and sounds, data science is for you. And Python does have data science libraries. Web development, if you want to make a website, there are libraries such as Django and Flask which you can use to make those websites. Game development, you can make games with Pygame, Piglet, and other libraries, and you can do much more with it. And top companies like Google and Amazon, Netflix, they use Python. So they use it for, say, machine learning. So Amazon and Netflix, if they want to recommend an item or a movie to you, that's how they would use machine learning to find out what you like. Okay, so that was my presentation. Now let's get on to setting up your computer for Python. So you want to go to Visual Studio Code. So just search Visual Studio Code, which is different from Visual Studio, so make sure you use this. So just click download, or for whatever operating system you have. Also go to python.org. And there would be a download button there. Okay, it's loading. But I've already downloaded Python on this computer, so you can choose whatever operating system you want. Currently, the latest version is 3.8.2. And when you're installing and you clicked on the installer, be sure to click on Add Python to Environment Variables. Otherwise, you might have trouble running the file. If you forget, then look up a tutorial on how to set up Python as an environment variable that can help you. So after you've run Visual Studio Code, after you've installed it, you would probably see this welcome screen, and it asks you if it wants to set up some support for languages. Select Python there, and there's a change theme. You can do that if you want to. There would be something like this. Make a folder and call it Python. Okay, and make a file known as called Hello World. Put a .py at the end. The .py means that it's a Python file. And write this code. I will explain what all this means in the next video, but you will probably understand just by seeing all this. So after you do that, press Control and backtick. That's the one below escape. And you'll see your path, which is here. Just write Python, then hello.py, like that. Hit enter. Sorry, not hello, it's hello world. And if you can't, if that file doesn't exist, it even gives you an error and you know exactly what it means. Are you new to Python? Say yes. Okay. Say no. Say slow. So this is a very simple program, and we will be learning what all this is in the next video. And if you're watching this where half of the screen is the video and half the screen is Visual Studio Code, what you can do is hit Control and B. You're not here. So that is hidden, and you have more space to see the code you're writing. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe this video and subscribe. Be sure to hit the bell icon so that you don't miss my next video, and bye.